Hi friends, engine lubricant plays an important role in the performance of the engine and its overall life. Number of lubricants are available in the market which are produced by the different manufacturers. Before selecting the lubricants, we must know few properties of the lubricants which are affecting the overall performance of an engine. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss the 10 most important properties of lubricants which are important for any engine. Hi friends, in this video I'm gonna discuss the 10 most important properties of lubricants. First, we need to understand the main function of the lubricants utilized in the engine. The lubricant reduces the friction between the components and the metal-to-metal contacts in the engine. It also reduces the overheating of the components and it reduces the wear and corrosion of the components. These three conditions must be fulfilled by any of the lubricants which is utilized for moving parts. So now we are going to discuss the 10 important properties which must keep in mind during the selection of any lubricants for any engine. The first term, it is called the viscosity. In simple manner, viscosity can be understood as it is resistance to flow. So larger clearances and high loads require high viscosity oil, whereas high speed require low viscosity oil. And the viscosity can be indicated with the help of viscosity index, which is a measure of change in viscosity of an oil with temperature as compared to two reference oils having the same viscosity at 100 degrees Celsius. These two reference oils, they are Pennsylvania, which is paraffin based oil, which is assigned as an viscosity index of 100, and the Gulf Coast oil, which is naphthenic based oil, which is assigned as index of 0. With reference to these two different oils which are assigned as 0 and 100 viscosity index respectively, with reference to these two, we are comparing rest of the oils and assigning the viscosity index accordingly. In general, high viscosity index number indicates relatively a smaller change in viscosity with the temperature. A low viscosity index number for a given oil indicates relatively large change of the viscosity with temperature. In most of the cases, if we are talking about the engines, most of the manufacturers they are preferring the high viscosity index oil for engine as an engine lubricant oil. Flash point and the fire points. The flash point of an oil is the minimum temperature at which sufficient flammable vapor is driven off to flash when brought into contact with the flame. In simple manner, you can understand as a temperature at which the oil catches fire, that is called the flash point. The fire point is the minimum temperature at which the inflammable vapors will continue to form and steadily burn once ignited. Flash and fire points may vary with the nature of the original crude oil, the viscosity, and the method of refining. For example, you can consider for the same viscosities and the degree of refinement, the paraffin oils have higher flash and fire points than the naphthenic oils. Cloud and pour points. In the petroleum oils, the separation of wax becomes visible at a temperature slightly above the solidification point, and this temperature is known as the cloud point, just before the solidification occurs. With oils in which the separation is invisible, the cloud point cannot be determined. The temperature at which the oil will not flow when the test container is tilted under the prescribed condition is known as a pour point. In simple manner, you can understand as the pour point indicates the lowest temperature at which an oil stops flowing to the pump bearing or cylindrical wall. Oiliness or the film strength. It is nothing but the measure of the protective film between the shaft and the bearings. Two oils of identical viscosity may show differences in their coefficient of friction in the boundary region because of difference in their oiliness. Film strength refers to the ability of the lubricant to resist welding and scuffing. The lubricating oil used must be enough film strength to take care of welding and scuffing. Corrosiveness. The oil should be non-corrosive and should protect against the corrosion. It is probable that absorbed film that rises to the level of oiliness is also related to the protection of surface against corrosion. The next one is detergency. Property of detergency if it acts to clean the engine deposit. So metal particles or the foreign particles which are deposited on the engine walls, if the lubricants act to clean, that property it is known as a detergency. A separate property is the dispersing ability which enables the oil to carry small particles uniformly distributed without agglomeration, and that's why sometimes this property is also termed as a dispersion too. Stability. The ability of oil to resist oxidation that would yield acids, liquors, lacquers and sludge is called stability. Oil stability demands low temperature operation and the removal of the hot areas from contact with the oil. The foaming. Foaming describes the condition where minute bubbles of air are held in the oil, which accelerates the oxidation and reduces the mass flow of oil to the bearings. Sometimes it reduces the stability too. So it reduces the hydrodynamic pressure in the bearings and hence the load bearing capacity of the bearing is also reduced. So this is what about the foaming. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video with attention. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe this channel and share with your friends. Thank you so much.